Nothing about the priesthood is self-centered. The priesthood always is used to serve, to bless, and to strengthen other people. Reverend Father Boris and Father Elijah have for the past 10 years been at the service of God's people, blessing them and giving them hope where there is despair, love where there is hatred, joy where there is sadness, and unity where there is discord. Little wonder Father Sanusi Lucas in his homily during the 10th anniversary of these priests hailed them for their sense of commitment and devotion in leading God's people.
I took care of the members of this parish in Akron, in Gita, presently as a four-manly parish, Southampton, the Diocese of Portsmouth, England. Father Boris did the same, especially in Manantwi Parish, and presently here in Christ the King Parish in Canada. Like Pope Francis, there have been good shepherds who know the smell of their sheep. They have endeavored to be good shepherds who dutifully pasture their sheep and are ever ready to lay down their life for their sheep.
These priests have come a long way in exercising the authority of the priesthood, which they received on the 3rd of April 2013 through the laying on of hands by Emeritus Archbishop of Bamenda, His Grace, Cornelius Fontem Eswa. Father Sanusi commended them for their steadfastness and devotion in shepherding God's people in different capacities and in different places in obedience to their bishop in the last 10 years. On the occasion of their 10th anniversary in the ministerial priesthood, the pastors were preoccupied with the dilapidated nature of the primary school at Tambeng and have vowed to give back to the community by championing an operation that will lead to the construction of a primary school that can give children the opportunity to pursue mainstream education.
I see that Father Boris and Father Elijah have an elaborate project to stand for this celebration of today. Brothers and sisters in Christ, I would like to invite each and every one of us to do everything possible to support them.
To set the ball rolling, they have promised to channel all proceeds from the celebration towards making this project a reality.
Are so thankful for the turnout, for the zeal and the efforts that the people have put in today so that we can kickstart this project. This is just the beginning and we have just come together to begin. We are going to stay together, we are going to work together to bring this project to a fruitful end.
Yes, from everything. I come from the UK and I had to talk to a lot of people, but they were much more skeptical about this work. Will it work? That's what they said. So they wanted to see what will happen on today's launch before they come on board. So I still believe today's launch is very, very positive, but there is still more to come.
We render unqualified gratitude to the Fund of Mankind for its availability. And I would like to say that from day one, when I met him about our intention to build a primary school for the children, he has been so happy. And like I said in church, he spoke with me over an hour on 2 consecutive occasions because his heart is in this project. And like I said, we're going to open a forum where we bring various people on board to monitor the progress, and the Thomases who are still doubting, who think maybe their money will not be put into proper use, we shall update them. And maybe moving to the US, I think in all the states in the US we have the Mancon elite. So we'll try to get to them to convince them so that they can always think of home. So
I needed this particular launch as a springboard because I will have to show other people now to see that it is a reality, not just a dream. because there are so many people who are past here in the US that I've spoken to, in the UK, and also inside Cameroon, but who were so much dragging their feet because they were doubting. Please, I want to personally speak to you that we are so much determined and we are ready, and the work is already started. It's not as if we will, it is already, as the cement is lying in the church already. Please, do not stop to contribute, do not hesitate, do not drag your feet, do not even doubt. Do not be afraid. We are on it.
An unexamined life is not worth living. The celebration of the 10th priestly anniversary of Father Boris and Father Elijah afforded them an opportunity to take stock of what they have done this far and chart a way forward. The celebration also saw the finals of a football competition that had been taking place in honor of the 10th anniversary. Caritas Bamenda FC beat their opponent Gulong FC 1-0 in penalty shootout and thus were happy recipients of the cup. Caritas staff joined their director, Father Boris, in jubilating. Wherever priests are and whatever duties they have in the priesthood of God, may they be united in the cause to bring the gospel to the entire world. Friends, well-wishers, and the Christian community joined Fathers Boris and Elijah in celebrating and thanking God for their individual service to God's people for the last 10 years. The presence of traditional rulers in the likes of Fru Asa Angwafo IV of Mankan and the chief of Banja added a traditional connotation to the religious feast. Wherever priests are and whatever duties they have in the priesthood of God, may they be united in the cause to bring the gospel to the entire world.
I must say I am moved at heart and I'm totally overwhelmed by the turnout and the active participation and donations which we have received so far, and people having a very positive impression about the launch of this project.
Yes, St. Francis of Assisi would say that God resides in two places, in heaven and in a grateful heart. I think for Elijah and myself, our hearts are so thankful for the turnout, for the zeal and the efforts that the people have put in today so that we can kickstart this project. This is just the beginning, and we have just come together to begin. We are going to stay together, we are going to work together to bring this project to a fruitful end.